Yes. Yes.
All right, welcome to the channel. Let's talk about, can you still make Dusk at a entry or a lower level? Can you still make Dusk as a new player coming in without any skills at all, depending on your budget, or if you if you have maybe a low or medium budget, but you don't have the skills, can you still earn Dusk in this game? We all know that they've added some level gaining to certain tasks, and last night there was a discussion. Basically, there was a complaint that a lot of the lower end stuff just isn't profitable, and it actually showed negative on the calculator last night. But I think that was more of an error on the calculator because of some of the changes that went through specifically last night. But let's take a look. Can you make Dusk in the game with no or low skill? So we'll start with the water filter. Water filter, you have ferment sogram 1 and water filter 1 basically. And there's no level requirements on these tasks. So let's go to the DigiPedro calculator, and you will see that filter water with your own power, like you're charging your solar cells, harvesting your batteries, eating feast, filtering water 1 is profitable. Okay, now let's go to sogram. Ferment sogram 1 is profitable. It's not as good as the filter water, but it certainly is profitable. You got 9.2 on the sogram and 17.5 on the filtered water. So yes, these no skill tasks are profitable. Let's go to the greenhouse next. Now the greenhouse, you have carrots. These have no skill. This has nothing to do with building level. That's a whole nother topic. You figure that out. Plant carrots, you can do plant lettuce, you can do plant sorghum with no skills. All these ones on the right side, it seems like you can do without any skill. So anything from potatoes, sprouts, sorghum, lettuce, carrot. Okay, so let's go to the calculator and see if any of those tasks are profitable right now. This might change later. This is a dynamic game, supply and demand, so things change quickly, right? So you see soy is not on the right side. Okay, so you have potatoes are profitable, carrots are profitable, lettuce is not, sprouts is not, and sorghum is not. Now you have to check on this, like maybe not daily. If you're in the routine of doing it, maybe just do it if it's only like a little profit. But right now, sweet potatoes is fine, carrots is just fine, and these other tasks don't need a lot of skill. Life science 10 for bamboo, that's pretty fair. 15 for coffee, and it just kind of, yeah, 15 for soy. You can capture carbon dioxide, make soil, and capture carbon dioxide. You have no level requirements. Capture carbon dioxide, 64% profit. Make soil, 38% profit. Now, what else can you do? Those three buildings were profitable. I guess we could also take a look at solar panels. We have charge cell 1 you can do with no skill. Charge cell 2 definitely needs a skill. Let's take a look. So charge cell 1 is profitable. So you're basically charging the battery, selling the full one, buying it empty, and repeat over and over again. So that is profitable. That's at 11%. This will change, like I said, just got to keep an eye on it. What else would I maybe not recommend, but that a new person could get into pretty easily? Let's see here. So other than that, I would say a library is probably a great thing to have right now. So if you look at the library, there's a lot of stuff that is profitable. I mean, you got life science, chemistry, anything from like a lot of these books. Some of these things you do have to have a level 2 library to start. But some of these things, I think like basic seed study, I think you can do at level 1. So I don't know for sure, but I believe so. And I believe that the research papers, level 3, freshman research paper is level 1. And let's see, freshman research paper is profitable. So you do have these things. You have plenty to work with. Those were some of the main buildings, the ones that are pretty much most common, and it's good to see that they are profitable still. So there's certainly other buildings that you can get into, but I mentioned those ones because those are some of the most common buildings to have, and probably the most easier ones to start with. Some loops are a little more complicated. I always recommend getting your feet wet with something else first, and then moving into, you know, some of these other things like the machine shop, the smelter. But definitely do your homework on those. Anyway, yes, without skill you can make it. So don't panic, don't freak out. It's gonna be okay. You can still do this. Okay, other than that, once you do have skill, you can job out your stamina. I know people who job out the remaining stamina at the end of the night, whether it's 50 or 100 stamina basically that day. They'll just kind of job it out at the end of the night after they've charged their own batteries and done some of their own building stuff. They'll have some remaining stam that they throw into the job pool, and they're making like 2.5, 3 dusk, depending on you know, what kind of job that they're doing. But that's just another way to grow. So a lot of people who like jobs do the electrical or the mining, so that's definitely an option. Anyway, I hope this helps eases some of the new players. I know last night during that AMA there was quite a few complaints about, you know, some of the tasks that didn't have skill, didn't seem that profitable, but they are. There are plenty. So you have to look, and you have to remember that the calculator, if the devs push an update, the calculator can break until Pedro updates it. So, and Pedro is really fast about updating it, and he is awesome. I believe his wallet address is on the sheet somewhere. So if you do appreciate his calculator, show Pedro some love. With that being said, I am out. Deuces.